It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Lance. Goodwin able to, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Lance now on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Lance. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
Hey, how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lance again.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Burrow.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Touchdown, Colts.
Dameon Pierce
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
10 cycles. Blue check. Black walk. Switch. Yellow. Check right.
On the give, this is Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
On first down, Lance.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's another carry for Harris. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lance.
And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kyle Pitts.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Dameon Pierce
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead.
Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. Field,
Shotgun now for Lance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And some room to run now. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Damian. Way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Lance now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Here we go.
Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now Burrow on first down. Delivers another one to Pierce. Touchdown Colts. Dameon Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And that flag accepted. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's...
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Roll green. Green back.
The Lance now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Black open.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. Touchdown, Eagles!
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35, Eagles 28.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Another carry for Pierce.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sly able to put this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The Lance going to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 34 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they go play action now. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On one, ready?
First and 10, it's Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards. And the Colts are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Here's Lance.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lance looking to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 190 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the